Hello, this is Anders here on Time and Crown channel. Today a review of a very interesting watch originating out of Belfast, Northern Ireland. And here it is in the inner box. This is kind of a plastic inner box, big black box with the N for Nomadic Watches. And let's have a look. Here you find all the paperwork. And here we find the watch. So here we have the Fior 555. This is an automatic dive style GMT watch with this very interesting colorway of black and yellow. Actually, the yellow is called shipyard yellow because a lot of the cranes and machines on a shipyard are yellow. So let's have a closer look into this interesting sports watch from a Northern Ireland brand. Now actually the paperwork, it does actually reveal what Fior means in Irish, because Fior actually means true in Irish. So up and close with the Fior 555, you see a typical sports style watch. It comes in this kind of engineer style, 5-link style, jubilee style sort of mixture of a bracelet. I think it's a really nice choice. So it is a 42mm watch in diameter. They do state on the website that it's 41, but I measure 42mm. I measure 48.2mm lock to lock. If you count in the male end links of the bracelet is just a little more than 51mm. It has a thickness of 13mm, including this very nicely domed sapphire crystal. And then you have a lock opening here of 20mm. The bracelet, it tapers from 20 down to 16mm. The watch has 200 meters of water resistance, sapphire crystal on both sides, a nice signed screw down crown. I'm kind of wondering what I want to call this watch: the bumblebee, the tiger, the wasp. I really do like the name the bumblebee, so that's my nickname for this watch, which is in on loan. I'm going to send back the watch after this review. So it comes in different color variations. You can find this black and yellow, then you can find a green, a black, a red, and two-tone versions of the watch as well. The insert here, the GMT insert, is ceramic, as you see, bi-directional, and I must say that the action is super refined. It's so smooth and so accurate, very easy to turn, not too stiff, not too loose. I really do like that they kept the dial very simple. 12 at 12 o'clock, of course, Nomadic below 12 o'clock, Fior GMT, and then the white on black date window at 6 o'clock. Really nice yellow GMT hand, simple sword style minute hand, and a baton style, as you see, or stick style almost, hour hand. And then this arrow tip second hand, very simple, very nicely made, which is a really good thing about this watch. Not too much writing. Really nice brushing on the case, but you do get this nice chamfering here, which is polished. Polished center links on the bracelet. Down to the clasp, which is really nice. 2 push button release. And a really nice feature is the micro glide, so you do get some extra on-the-go adjustment on the bracelet. I find this extremely useful. It was also very easy to adjust the bracelet because they are screws. So turning the watch over to see the case back here. So they didn't do too much about the movement, but they did something really clever, and that is to include this kind of, I don't really know if it's kind of a compass, kind of bronze style rotor. This really just gives the movement a really nice look, although the movement in itself isn't very well finished. So inside of the watch beats a Swiss Celita automatic movement, the SW330-2 with 50 hours of power reserve. This makes the watch weekend proof, as Nomadic they state on their website, because you can just lay down the watch for more than 2 whole days. When you pick it up and put it on your wrist, it's still running. Now, I measured the accuracy of the watch and I get approximately 22 seconds too slow. So I definitely think this demo model, this review model, it does have some regulational problems with the movement. I did test another Nomadic watch and it was very nicely accurate. So I think it's just this particular watch But for this watch, it's very disappointing. And let's have the weight. I did remove quite a few links. You get a really nice long bracelet, so it will fit both larger and smaller wrist sizes. 145 grams. And let's of course have a look at the Lume. This is Swiss Super Luminova, and I must say I'm very happy about the Lume. Also notice the detail with the bezel insert only being loomed during the night. On my 17 centimeter wrist circumference, you can see the watch wears perfectly. I was a little bit curious if this watch was too big for me, but it's perfectly fine. I really do like the size because it is a modern sports style GMT watch with 200 meters of water resistance. So you definitely want some heft, some size, and I think that the size, although not 41, but to my measurement 42, is really good. Perfect fit for my wrist, and I must say that the watch wears really nicely on the wrist. Now compared to another sports watch, this is my 40mm MARAI Luminor Marina. You can see it does actually appear smaller, and that's of course because you have a lot of dial on the MARAI. But again, this watch wears really nicely. It wears really nice as a sports watch, not too big, not too small. So final conclusions is that I really do like the colorway. I think this is different, and I must say I was really enjoying wearing a black and yellow watch. So the Bumblebee, it really looked nice on my wrist, and it's a color combination we don't see very often. Overall, the finishing, the quality, the lume, everything about this watch is really to a high standard. But it should be, because this watch is priced at around $2,000 US, so it's definitely not a cheap watch from a micro brand or smaller brand, Nomadic from Northern Ireland. But you do get value for your money, and I'm pretty sure that the accuracy is much better on the examples that they actually sell to real customers and not these review examples. So I can definitely recommend this watch. It is a steep market and it's a pretty steep price, so it's definitely in a very competitive territory. But if this is what you like from a different smaller brand and the color combination and the simpleness of this watch, then the Fior 555 could definitely be something for you. So I hope you enjoyed the review of this interesting sports GMT watch. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Facebook, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and visit Nomadic Watches. I'm leaving a link towards their website down in the description. Thanks, bye.